Good afternoon. We are going straight into this. This is PugTales episode 18. This is Siege of Boralus 12. Hopefully we get through it. It seems like most everybody's well enough gear that we're probably going to be having next to no issues. Everybody seems like they're competent. Odds about me. Did I speak too soon? No, it's alright. It's good so far. There's not really much to actually talk about in these polls. This poll and the previous poll probably, I'd personally argue these two polls are the most difficult ones. Mostly because there's just a lot of damage going out at all times. This one should be pretty straightforward. All you do is just pull them, make sure they don't hit them very much. Unless we are just killing these three. I guess we are just killing this three. He's made next to no effort to combine until 15 seconds into the bowl. Sometimes it happens, you just gotta make sure. This one I'm gonna blind. Send the cooldowns while the pack is dying anyway. Because we're gonna pull the next one. Watch this. Probably pull the nugget, eh? Or gutter, rather. I'm not gonna pull the gutter for the tank, so people have kind of a bad habit of doing that, right? Like kind of expecting there to be a pull, so I guess I'll just hit it anyway because we're gonna pull it anyway, right? But sometimes that's for a reason, right? Maybe he just hasn't gone defensive, or he doesn't want to pull it and have to use a defensive of some sort. Yeah, not much to say here. Everybody looks good. Don't think we've ever really been in any danger. Everybody's damage looks good. Personally, I think the only way that we fail this key so far is if we fail this first boss. Just randomly. You know, obviously not ideal. But what are we doing, lad? Nice. Everything went very smoothly there.
Heroes, my scouts report heavy fighting near the palace. Please, ensure Lady Brownmore's safety. I'll remove the rest of this filth from the docks.
Only the strongest survive.
That is not ideal. Why did we just randomly fall over there? Was he just not looking at his HP? What happened? I honestly have no idea. That's also good. A random... I mean, outside of that one random death that led to me dying, so immediately ripped aggro. Well, I say ripped aggro, but I didn't actually, right? Because I was just the only one that was there in melee range and in combat. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of that pull, or rather just this last pull that just happened. It just feels like a bit annoying, you know? Because it's always that one fucking guy that's left alive. That was sick. Every mechanic is on me. They're really trying to kill me, huh? I had both the artillery, the charge, and broadside target me, all in very quick succession. That was cool. Doesn't happen often, but I mean, obviously you can. But they're all like fairly easy mechanics, right? There's nothing really going on. You can leave that guy. If it does get pulled, that'll be up to the Warlock, because he could just havoc it and have effectively just full damage anyway. You do want to be cleaving off of the cannoneer here. Because it's just got the most HP. The other ones may die before then. None of them... There's no really actual... It's not really a priority. Cannoneer is just usually the last one that lives. So if you want like full uptime, that would be it. Divine protection. I think my notes on a timer. He's gotta withdraw. No, that's okay. That is sketchy. Ooh. Yeah, definitely don't do what I just did there. I really don't think that that was a safe spot there, honestly. Don't do that. Oh yeah, my note's definitely on a timer. I need to get rid of that right this second. That was off of our, well, that's just our prog notes, I'm pretty sure. It's saying stuff like Divine Protection, yeah, exactly. I don't need to use Divine Protection here. There's nothing going on. This is actually off of our mythic Queen Anzarek prog, which I'm going to turn off right now. Personal mode. delete.
Ashvane's
We're good.
forces are attempting to break through our southern wall. Stop them, and we may have a chance of driving them.
Fire!
I'll rally the militia and secure the castle.
No longer firing.
Heroes, Ashvane's forces.
Second, because he's in danger. It's funny, he ran up. He nearly did that thing where it was the exact thing that actually made us fail the last 12 that we were at. Well, I mean, we were already kind of slow to begin with, but the tank ran up, thought that he triggered the retreat, and then ran off to the side, and he hadn't. So when we ran up behind him, obviously we should have been looking, but when we ran up behind him, the artillery, the barrage line, the ranger line, or whatever the hell you want to call it, they were still firing. So we all instantly died, and that was the key over. But yeah, we're on pace. 17 to 18 minutes past the first boss is what you would expect, but we've already just done a pull. We still have 17 minutes. Everything is looking good. Damage is not a big deal. Gotta make sure to kick choking waters here. Blind. Large. Pick that choking waters. I think... Did I overlap? I must have. Can't really see the bananas very well. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but should be okay mostly. Oh, interesting. Terrifying roars about to happen. Make sure you don't run over a banana. Some of you have also asked, how do you get these little, like, spells on your thing? Like this banana rampage, for example. How do you get that? That's part of Little Wigs. So if you have Little Wigs installed, you may not have it enabled, I don't know, but you should absolutely have that in there. And you should be able to see absolutely everything that's going on. Like, terrifying roar is about to happen. It's the next spell queued, and then there's the slam that's going to happen in 5 seconds. You can see on the left-hand side of that cast there. Also just helps, right? Like, kind of pre-plan ahead of time. The next one is going to be roars in 12 seconds or 9 seconds now. It just helps you be, like, slightly better prepared for the next big thing that needs to be... I'm gonna bubble that. Roar is cute. The slam obviously is the one that you want to mitigate the most amount of damage with, because that's the one that's going to do... Christ, it does nearly half your HP, no matter who you are, so... It's always a pleasant surprise when, you know... Sorry. When the artillery goes on a ranged person, they can just kind of deal with it. But this is genuinely one of the worst fucking pulls in the game. Hey, this. Okay. Sorry. Oh! Like I just ran through, it's like, yeah dude, I don't care. So... You do have to make sure you just have some defensive for that, for the hook, because it does a fair bit of damage. Always focus the water shaper, so that's really the only thing that can actually like wipe a ball outside of that bolstering. I'm gonna go ahead and dispel our boy because he is continuously getting stats. The water shaper is basically the water type shell is basically the only thing that can actually like wipe a group. That's the thing that kind of stuns. The Azerite charges are not a big deal. This one you should be cleaving off of the Raider. Standard. Yeah, we have plenty of time. No big deal. I don't know who actually got the kick, but we both kicked right around the same time. Steady. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what it is with like just me and tank movement. I can never predict where they're going. I just can't. I don't understand it. Which doesn't matter. It's like Schrodinger's, you know. It's like Schrodinger's cat. It's in some fucking superposition. If I go left, they go right. If I go right, they go left. I don't understand it. My instincts, you know, it's just instinct. It's just completely and utterly wrong. Fucking hysterical. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but you can absolutely be on the pedestal when you are dodging those waves. If that allows you to get a little bit more uptime, you should do it. Like this bit right here. I don't know if you can see where my cursor is. You can be on there and you run around that. Here, I'll just give you an example. I say that as I fail the example, and we're fine. We didn't even need to do it there, to be fair, so didn't really matter. That one, that tech is usually only like useful when there is multiple, when both the waves are on opposite sides. That's usually the best way and the time to actually do it. So you just hop up onto the pedestal, use a little bit of movement speed or something, and then just get onto the other side and you're fine. Okay. Cryo, dispel someone else over me, please. Oh, I'll grab that too. Bifocal.
Enjoy your hollow victory, fools! Without the Gul'diran fleet, you have no hope of defeating me. Allow me to demonstrate. Their gate has fallen. Reach the city and slay all who oppose me.
Does our boy just not have Havoc? I don't know if Destro's got Havoc. You should have been Havocing both of these at the same time? I don't. Maybe they don't run it in their M+ builds. Although it's such a good button, I don't know why you wouldn't, right? What do I know? Up. Ow. Up. Yeah, this was genuinely one of the smoothest runs that we've had, outside of that one random death. God, I hate this. GG. Super well done. Blam. Yeah.
You dare scar my beautiful pet? I tire of
Well played.
I'll reduce Boralus to cinders before I allow you to
Lol,
win.
finally. I mean, this is one of those dungeons that we missed by, like, just the slither, I think, right? It was like 47 seconds or something like that, and we had like 2 random deaths on the last boss or something. Pretty straightforward, I feel like. Okay, very well done. Yeah. Super easy. Alright. That's it. I will see you guys in the next episode, which is likely going to be our very first 13 or a Grimbertoll 12. Most of these keys we're just doing to do these keys right. A lot of our raiders, our main raiders, are already pushing, you know, like 12s and whatever else. Obviously these are just like plugs that I'm doing. Our raider Vlonk is actively pushing for IO. I think he's in the 3000s. Our Frosty K Apex is 3,300, 3,400 within the range of title. I'm not pushing for, personally, I'm not pushing for title. This is just us kind of learning what perhaps the limit of pugging is, and how much of a contribution am I in terms of what that is, right? That's kind of what PugTales is. It's just kind of like, what are the steps in order to actually progress further and higher beyond the level of like a 10, right? And for the most part, everything has been pretty straightforward. Obviously, we've had some failures, well, actually a lot of failures along the way. But from each one, you try to learn as best you can. And I feel like, personally, I prefer learning through exposure rather than just seeing videos. But there's a lot of people that actually do want to see what that kind of looks like, what the damage sort of looks like, right? How much damage are you taking? How much damage is the tank taking, etc. And these videos are specifically just for that. That's it. What did our friend die to? Well, he got meleeed and then 1 singing steel that went off for 5 mil damage. And then, obviously, immediately afterwards, you know, I get singing steeled. But that's it. That's all for this week. This is what the damage breakdown looks like. How much of this is useful information? We don't know. I don't know. My crit rate is slightly higher than the actual amount of times that this crit. I think this only crit percentage is only 18%, and yet still somehow it's still the highest damage that we did in that dungeon. And the whole purpose of us kind of pushing for more crit over the course of the last 2 weeks is specifically about Empyrean Hammer. Empyrean Hammer you know, this critting maybe, you know, 5% more times could potentially up your damage by, you know, honestly, nearly like an extra 60k, so that's like in the range of what, 1.53 million? But that's just accounting for that one singular ability. That's it. Peace.